Hey, welcome to Kicking It with K and K, where we're gonna talk about relationships, friendships, parenting, and obviously working in the medical field. We between me and her, I think we got like 20, 24 years of experience doing that. My name is Kamar,
And I'm Kaylee.
and we are new to the podcasting game, but I hope you guys enjoy our conversations. We put a little bit about myself. Uh, I grew up in Detroit, Michigan. I'm a very animated kind of dude. Like to have fun. I'm trying to start back into working out. I love anime. I love video games, and I like to spend time with my kids. You know, so and furthermore, I just had a newborn, so yeah. But so that was amazing. He a little boy, and I'm just blessed, man. I live in a blessed life.
I'm Kaylee, and I'm more the laid back, chilled introvert type. I came from a small town called Eaton. Most people don't even know it exists.
I don't know where that is.
Mostly cornfields and little houses.
Still don't know where that is.
um, I have 8 wonderful children, and like he said, we did just welcome our newborn on March 18th.
Beautiful
Um,
boy.
we'll talk about that birth line later. I love volleyball. I love playing softball. I was on a traveling team growing up, did the All Stars, the whole shebang. And yes, we were the champions.
We are the champions.
Uh, all right, let's get into it.
Yeah, we shall we? So our motto is show up for the fun, stay for each other. And with that being said, we're gonna jump right into some parenting. So me being a first time parent and actually stepping up to be a parent, I learned that it's two different things really. And being a parent is important. Being a father figure is definitely something totally different, different world. I ain't gonna lie, I always wanted kids since I was like in my early 20s, and I found that person to do that with, and her beautiful kids that came with her. They look up to me, they follow me around. I can't go to the bathroom by myself. So
It's because he is daddy. Don't get it twisted. He's not stepdaddy. He is daddy.
that's right. And I love being a dad, man. To be honest with you guys, I want to teach my kids everything, give them everything. And I think that's every parent, really, to try to get our kids where they need to be at. I speak to that. I feel that, you know, I don't want our kids growing up, how we did, really.
Definitely not.
So, we want to do things a different way, teach them different skills, all of that.
Breaking those cycles.
That's the most important thing, talking with your kids, communicating with them, um, being the best parent honestly you can be. I mean, there is no book on being a parent. You can try, but there's no expertise. It's all about your own kind of style and what you see fits your kid.
Yeah.
Um, More about actually me growing up. I always been a kid of adventurous and very ambitious, big goals, big dreams, and I still got them big ambitions, goals, and dreams, and doing that in front of my kids every day. College student right now, and my kids see the struggle. They see how hard daddy works. They see how hard mommy works when she goes to work. They see their group effort. They see what we can and can't do. Um, and I think that's important for kids to see that mom and dad aren't perfect, and there is nothing perfect in the world.
I agree. But give everybody a little background on our kids so they're not confused why you just welcomed your kids. And I say I have 8.
Right.
um, I was previously married.
Ooh.
Definitely not the time of the life, but I did get 6 beautiful children out of it. Unfortunately, 2 of my children decided to go back to heaven, and they are no longer with me.
Yeah.
And I had 4 beautiful girls that are, well, was my life until I met Kamar. And from day one, Kamar has blown my blown my mind on how loving and caring and just giving it his all. And so, um, when my divorce happened, apparently the dad decided he was no longer a dad either. So Kamar came in on his 9 shining armor with his beautiful golden retriever and kind of swept us all away.
That's a true story, by the way. I do got a golden retriever. Her name's Sugar. Hey, baby.
And now we have all our children, and they all look at him as dad. He is dad, and he's daddy to them, big daddy to me. And we have 2 wild, crazy dogs as well
Yeah, we
to
do. Two
make our
big,
family
beautiful fur
complete.
babies. We love our kids. We love our fur babies. You know, watching something incredible happen for myself, watching this beautiful woman really go at it. And what I mean by that is giving birth to our beautiful son. Yeah, I think he weighed what, 9 pounds, and
9 pounds, 15 ounces.
whew, that's a big boy. And but don't I want you guys to understand that we're not perfect. You know, we far from that. We have our moments. We argue a lot, talk shit, say stuff, and I feel like that's what people do. Really, they get into it, but the most important thing is that they kind of overcome and trying to talk it out at the end of the day. Because the most important thing is still the important thing. Health, money, in my eyes, anyway. Family, and God, really.
I agree. Just don't forget about that love part.
Yes, can't forget about the love. But yeah, I mean, watching her give birth was pretty amazing. Really, it was incredible. I loved every minute of the atmosphere. Like, if I could describe it, it was very intense. I feel like it was in some kind of weird movie where it was red and all kind of shit. Just you should have saw her. She was like fucking sweating, and I mean, she was giving like you would think she would be in the fucking fight or something like. And I she was kinda, you know. Me and her cousin cheering her on. I'm all in your fucking ear. She could literally feel my tongue sticking in her ear, just telling her, "You can do this. We got this. Hey, this is what we do." I'm pumping her up, doing everything I possibly can to make sure that she feel like somebody's or everybody is there supporting her and giving her the strength that she needs.
And
And
he literally pushed me up.
yeah,
He
I
kept
grabbed her
pulling.
ass and just pushed her right on up, and that was intense.
It
I
was.
mean, how did you feel like during that whole time? I mean,
I was exhausted. I was so ready for him to come. But I kept telling him he's gonna get stuck. He too big.
Yeah,
And I was correct.
and not to cut her off, but it was funny because we've been telling doctors and uh, we call those people
The ultrasound techs, the
the
mi-
mother people. What do you
the
call 'em?
midwives.
Yeah, the midwives and all that, and the tape on the belly and the jelly and all that we was telling people that how big our son was. What I mean, we
Yeah,
was every fucking appointment, you know. And those appointments are crazy. That's every week. I know that. Like once you get closer, it's every week. Like that was. I was like, damn. Then she was like 10 seconds. All right, see you later.
after we seen the neck rolls, I knew he was
Oh
gonna be a
yeah.
chunk.
Oh yeah. We paid for that on 4D.
Yes,
That 4D ultrasound. It was it's pretty cool, man. If any of you guys are having kids or if your wife or girlfriend it's in that kind of stage, or if you guys want to spend a little extra money, and
it's definitely worth it.
yeah, it is. You get to see that actual face. Like our son looks like our son from the
Hmm.
pictures. You know,
And you can even go for gender reveal. He surprised me and took me there to do that and got me this beautiful teddy bear that says it's a boy and has his heartbeat in it. Definitely, definitely, definitely worth it. I still hold that teddy bear to this day.
yeah, it's a special way to connect your partner, to connect with the baby, to connect with the family. Really, it was everything that I thought it was gonna be in hell, even in some. But when she was giving birth, it felt good, man. And maybe because I'm watching her do this incredible thing, and she's giving it all she got, and I'm trying to help her, trying to whisper in her ear every motivation thing that I can think of.
It was not a whisper.
Yeah, she right about that. But yeah, I mean, she pushed him out, but he got stuck like 20 seconds. So,
Yes.
but I mean, you should have seen it. It was like a rush of doctors and nurses and midwives and whoever else you can think of on that floor to come in there and push our son out because he got these strong, bold shoulders like his old man. But he popped right out.
Yep, we walked away with no tears, and he walked away with no broken bones. And
Yeah,
most normal children and well, the moms
right.
usually do tear and usually do walk away with a broken bone because they are pushing down on his um, shoulder, and it usually either breaks or gets popped out of place or whatever. But we both walked away with nothing,
Yeah,
thankfully.
well, yeah. I mean, that was I mean, she really did that, and he came out. I saw him, and it was beautiful, man. I was like, wow, that's my son right there.
He cut the cord.
Man, that part right there, and all the new dads that became dads this year. I know a few of them because I was actually in the baby department in the hospital with a couple of new dads. But cutting that cord it felt very important. I felt like I'm making the biggest important decision. You know how you feel like, and maybe it's not that serious, but like a bomb, and you got to cut the right cord or wires, red, blue, yellow, green, something like that. But it felt like an explosion when I cut it because he was there. Like, this baby you've been waiting for like 9 months and all this stuff and the appointments and the ultrasounds and doctors and blah blah blah. And I'm like, wow, that's that's what we've been waiting for. And it was worth the wait.
And you did amazing. And thank you for doing my request and not cutting it as soon as he came out and doing the delay. I wanted all the good stuff to come to him first and then cut the cord. And he did exactly that.
I
So,
did. I had to, man. It was boss's orders. So, make sure he got all the nutrients and everything that he needed. Um, as a parent, you want to protect your kids, and as all those nurses and doctors and people gather around our son, I was like, it's like, when I hurt my boy now, be gentle with him. But he was strong, man. And I think the best moment of that whole time was when he finally saw his mom and lift his little head up. For one, I was like, what the fuck? Wait, he could lift his head up? Oh shit.
and yes, we have a picture of that. Because he, as soon as they put him on me, he looked up at me like, "Why did you let them do that?"
It was honestly one of the best things I've ever seen, and it was like I was like really up close and personal, and I really was like it was up close and personal. But yeah, I mean that's how I knew this shit was legit. You know, legitly meaning that he was here. You know, this 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 is right here, right now, and I really appreciate it. I really appreciate her for doing her best. I know she was thirsty, tired, hot, sweaty. I told y'all, like she was just in a fight, but the whole time she was still looking for her son, making sure her son was okay. So that was great. You know, you never imagine having your first kid in this kind of situation, um, watching everybody run in there and watching her mom cry and so much stuff happened at one time. They don't really pray for all those things. I never seen anything like that. But nonetheless, I really enjoyed it. What I do want to switch to is four beautiful kids she does have. They're all big sisters now.
They are. They're fighting over who gets to be the big sister at the time.
They all want to hold them, love on them, kiss them.
All that. Change his diaper again, mom's ways. All of it.
I
Besides,
mean,
besides our youngest, she wants to be big sister, but she also wants to remain daddy's girl.
yeah, that's the one that she always say that stays in my skin.
If he could open up his skin, she would climb right in.
You know what? I believe that.
She would.
She got a firecracker. Uh, she a little hard headed, hard headed, but she's really loving and she really dedicates herself uh, to do her best, and I love that most about her. And I got a little one, who's, pretty cocky like myself, and she's very intelligent, very smart.
Yeah, she's your mini me.
And then you
Definitely.
and then you got another one. I call her gloomy like the Ord from Winnie the Pooh.
Eeyore.
Your is that what it is?
Eeyore. Yeah.
Funny thing, I saw one of those a clip on some channel or video or TikTok or
It
whatever it
was a real.
was. Right, right. And they talked about like the different emotions
Yeah.
of
Th-
Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah, they always said Winnie the Pooh was all the mental illnesses.
What is
Just
it? Tigger is
Tigger has
a
ADHD.
yeah, yeah, 'cause you can't sit still.
Piglet has anxiety.
Piglet.
Um, Pooh Bear, I forget what they said Pooh was. But
Damn.
Christopher Robin had like schizophrenia.
Yeah, yeah. Because I mean, when I was a kid, that shit was like, wow. Like I didn't know that he actually drew these things. Did he draw them, or was it like his own
No,
imagination?
mm, it was his imagination, basically.
Right, right, right. Somebody was drawing them motherfuckers. But yeah, it was his imagination, and I mean, it was Winnie the Pooh's still popular to this day. Like,
They even made a horror film of Winnie the Pooh. Not a
yeah,
fan. Won't watch it. Don't mess
uh,
up my Disney shows.
he's a huge fan of Disney, guys. So if you ever want to like jump in we're gonna leave like our show notes and Gmail and socials and all that. So if you guys ever want to leave a comment or talk to us send us a question or about what Disney she like or whatever it is. But yeah, she a huge Disney fanatic. I'm not a Disney kind of guy. I mean, I like certain movies, but I'm not really a huge. I'm more of an anime, video game kind of guy. I can watch anime all day. I
We
can,
do.
huh?
I said we do.
Yeah, we do watch anime. Or we watch one of my favorite shows. Like I love Scrubs. Scrubs that's my favorite show. Recently they got a reboot.
It's our favorite show now.
Oh yeah, she loves Scrubs to death. Like we on. I watch the yearly series every year.
Yes, and we're almost done, so we can finally start the new series.
No spoilers.
He, even though he's watched reels and stuff without me.
Well, I mean, I really haven't seen anything too important.
Yeah, yeah. You just like to know above me. So
I
we're
mean,
so
that's
you're not surprised and I am, I already know.
that's not a lie. No lie here.
I'm
But
so excited that they're coming back with another season.
yeah, the sequel, the Scrubs, and all the main characters actually comes back. So shout out to them, man. That I love stuff like that. I love old school shows making a comeback, particularly that one because that one is one that got me through some tough times in my life. And when you
Still
get
does.
yeah, it does. It does. And we grew up with no cable. You know what I'm talking about. That channel 3 is the only one without no static, and you just click, 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 click. Oh, there you go. And I didn't know what the hell it was, but I know it was funny. It was deep. It had some romance in it. It was. I've never seen a show go from goofy and silly to serious and sad all in one show. So that was something that really kind of got me into medicine. How wonderful and great it was.
I didn't get into it until I met him. He's the one that showed it to me. So I
Yeah,
can't say the same, but I've always been into the medical field. That was more kudos to my mom working in a nursing home when I was growing up. And then the nail in the coffin was when my little brother, my baby brother, was born. He was actually born dead, and the
damn.
doctors was able to bring him back to life. And unfortunately, he has a series of things wrong, but my brother is still thriving to this day,
Growing strong.
thanks to my dad and his two main ladies, his nurses. He's had the same nurses forever and a day.
Her dad is one of the hardest working individuals that I really know. I mean, this dude has no excuses. He don't stop. He makes sure that everything is done.
Most kids growing up, especially young ladies, are, dad is always superhero. And my dad is definitely my hero.
That's right.
Always has been and always will be. Um, but yeah, Scrubs is definitely one of our favorite TV shows.
Speaking of medicine, um, I mentioned to you guys earlier that got like 24 years, 16 years, something like that of experience between the both of us. And with me, I started out as a CNA. Still got my CNA license or certification, or whatever you guys you want to label it. But my experience as a CNA was at first it was really different. I mean, I wanted to do medicine, but I didn't really think I had to do something like, well, that. Now, don't get me wrong. Like when you go take the class, and a lot of you guys know what I'm talking about. The CNA class, they teach you the skills, they teach you the vocabulary, they teach you how to document. Hell, they even get you a tour of a nursing home, and you do like your what clinicals. So that was interesting. That was pretty cool. I had a great instructor. Her name is Kim. I went to this trade school called MCTI. It's a really great place to go, especially for people with learning disabilities. And yeah, I learned a lot from her. I learned a lot from her assistant. I forgot her name, but forgive me. But both of them, they really pushed me to become a great CNA, and I learned a lot from them two ladies. Um, I mean, I wasn't the best off Jump Street. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Like I have the compassion and I got the heart for it. I mean, if you guys, and there's a lot of CNAs out there, but if you guys know what it's like working, hell, even if you're a custodian, you know what it's like working in a nursing home. So, I mean, learning the experiences is different than learning it in school, and that's something they don't really teach you. Uh, and I feel like they should really. I feel like you should know what to really expect from a job or a career or a trade or whatever you're trying to get into.
I agree. When I did clinicals, I don't know, I guess it was because I was learning, but our clinicals was so much easier. But then I got hired on at the place that I did clinicals,
Nice.
and it was somewhat the same, but it was definitely not. Like, it was a lot harder than my clinicals. And then a lot of people stopped being so nice, and
Yeah.
it wasn't as fun as my clinicals.
Man, when I first started, and this was like, so when I was doing clinicals, you get like a partner, and you kind of got, you got your own little room, and you start doing things. Well, my partner, she was like very nervous. She didn't want to touch anything, do anything. Come on, come on. I don't want to touch that stuff either. And if y'all know what I'm talking about, when you roll somebody over and you gotta change a grown man diaper or AKA briefs, and you want to dig your hands in there, even with gloves. But we do it because we care. We do it because the person needs it. They can't do it on their own. So that's why we're doing it. That's why the job is the job. But some people don't want to do it. They just doing it, for the money. And that's not how.
That's not the job for
Yeah, it's you really gotta have the heart, the stomach too, and the nose. But
that.
and really patience and compassion. Um and documenting you had to do on paper. So I don't know if did you ever do it on paper?
I did for my clinicals, but when I started like working,
Yeah.
they made us do it on the wall, and I hated that.
Yeah, man, I'm like shit. I got some horrible handwriting as it is, but I documented she X, Y, and Z, and um, that she weighed X, Y, and Z, and she ate blah blah blah. So I mean, it's a lot of things. And if you were seeing that, you already kind of know what I'm talking about. Um, we gotta literally document every fucking thing. Seriously, you do. Like you gotta document everything, and it's important because you never know what can happen with the patient. Because if somebody asks you, why Darlene ain't eating her dinner, or has this happened recently or anything like that, they can look at the documents, be like, okay, this started today or this started last night. Any proof can always help you. Um,
And it's always the ones that question you are the ones that's usually like family members that never show up, that's never been there,
those are the worst.
and you're sitting there taking care of their loved ones, and they become your loved one, and then they're like, "Why is my grandma doing X, Y, and Z?" And you're like, "Well, because grandma likes it this way, so this is why I'm doing it that way."
It's important to have a routine, basically.
Yes.
Routine. Grandma like to get up, she like to shake her butt a little bit, again, wash her face, have her dentures, have her glasses ready, have her clothes set out. We help her with the clothes, put the shoes on, the socks on. Or sometimes grandma just like to sit in bed. Don't wake her up before 7 a.m. Don't do it. She'll cuss you out. She'll she, she'll tell you what you don't want to hear. Some people got their own routine, All because they old or they can't do something doesn't mean they not human. And I feel like that's what people really get me at. That they don't see these people as human anymore. They see them as a number, or they'll see them as someone that's a like pain in their butt.
Yeah, just write them off. My biggest thing is when they forget that they need independence.
They do, man. They do.
Taking all their rights and stuff away just so it's easier for you, that just annoys me. I always, I want to give that to them. I don't want to take that away because when I get old and crunchy and all that fun stuff, I don't want some. young CNA telling me this is what you're gonna do. Cause my high head's gonna come out and I'll be like, no, that's not what I'm gonna do. So I just
She right. They still
wish they
have
would
rights.
remember that, you
They
know.
still got rights. She right. They got rights. And uh, I worked in a couple of nursing homes and a couple of places. I'm not gonna say all of them, but the first one I went to, I got a story for y'all. Check this out. So I'm a first year CNA, fresh off the block, and I go to this nursing home. This I can't name it, but I go in here and they for a first year CNA they send me to the psych ward, and I'm like, the fuck? Okay, well, because I'm excited, man. I got my scrubs on, I got my little belt. You know, if y'all, you know what I'm talking about, the gait belt, the belt
Mhm.
that help people stand, sit, turn, turn them into bed, send them down. You know what I'm talking about. But yeah. So I get there. You usually get like a trainer the first week. I think they still do that. I'm not sure. But so yeah, this dude like an older CNA, and I don't know why I always get the older CNAs. I mean, I like it because they experienced and they can show me things, tricks, and ways to get patients to really get themselves involved or make them eat how to, not make them, but show them how to eat by themselves and things of that nature. But anywho, so this dude, I forgot the guy's name, but this dude, so we go up there and he give me a whole tour of the place. Like we in the psych ward, you hear yelling and screaming like, help me, help me. I'm like, what in the world? And the smell was just terrible. But you get used to it as you go. But we had this one room as you were showing me around. This old lady uh, did not want to cooperate, so this guy had her for a sit down, and I mean, to me, it looked like he buying something, woman. Like literally, he said sometimes this is what you gotta do to get these people to listen. And I'm like, oh my god, what did I just witness? Like seriously, like it was crazy, you know. But I guess years of experience got to him or something. But I had to get the fuck out of there. I'm not gonna be. Of course, I reported it, told people what happened, and blah blah blah. But the guy was still working there the next day, so it wasn't like they was gonna do anything about it. Um, but that's one of my crazy, wild CNA things, and um, the one place I did like to work at, I work with ventilators. I was always a long term CNA, so basically people that's never gonna leave. There was now sometimes by a miracle, if they work hard enough, they'll be able to kind of get up on their own and start actually doing physical therapy. But let's be real. Let's keep it all the way 100. How many residents really get physical therapy? Because sometimes when they get physical therapy, it cuts right off when they start actually wanting to go. You ever experienced something like that?
Yeah, I've watched it. Or they will walk in and I get listening to the client, but some of them will walk in and be like, "Are you going today?" "Nope." "Okay, bye." Without even like trying to talk them into it. Like, "Hey, Suzanne, you really need to go down there. This is gonna help you," type thing.
Yeah, you want to motivate your patients, your residents, the elderly, however you want to address them. It took me a while to learn certain skills as a CNA. I already had the heart. Like, it was one patient. She was a big gal, uh, but she was sweet. She was kind. She was nice. And I'm there to help her. It wasn't like I had some kind of attitude problem, but a lot of my CNAs always had the attitudes, and I never really understood it. And I get it. They can be disrespectful. They can be rude. Sometimes, hell, they even call me the N word. And
Mm-mm-mm.
it was it was different. I'll give you that. But she was she was very particular about her pillows, about how she liked to drink, how certain things she liked to do, but no one on the floor really wanted to work with her besides me. And I didn't mind, that's a compassion part of me. Like, I don't care how hard it is, how stubborn it is, the person still needs help. You know, it don't hurt to go that extra mile. It really doesn't. It could change somebody's whole day.
She be my kind of lady. I like them when they like things certain ways. So then I know I get that down. How you like it? All right, I'll do it for you. I got you.
Yeah, and it taught me to be a better CNA really. And as I take my talents and I met my best friend at a nursing home, and me, her, and my work mom, and some of our coworkers. That was one of the best places I've ever worked. Not because of the facility, but the residents was always great. I love my residents, no matter who it was. They had their quirks, some had their attitudes, and some had their things or their blowouts. But nonetheless, they was always funny. They always had great stories. They always praised or said something that was really nice and kind, and sometimes not so kind. But that's just who they are, as patients or residents. But when it came to working with my crew, and y'all know what I'm talking. CNA people, come on, y'all know what it feels like when you got that dog, that friend, that best friend, or hell, that crew that you come in like, okay, we about to get it done today.
Got this.
Hell yeah, like we're gonna knock it out. We're gonna work together. We're gonna knock out showers together. Man, those showers. Now, I don't mind doing showers. That's one of the best parts of being a CNA to me. But if we're gonna, have a system somewhat, we gotta either have a shower team, or we gotta have people do specifically just showers, or however that works.
I agree. I I always did my showers either the beginning of the shift or right at the end.
Yeah, I'm the person that would be like early in the morning, like, hey, let's get it.
I just didn't like the random ones that's like, all right, do it at this time.
Yeah, man, don't give me no shower in the middle of my fucking shift. Don't do it. Don't do it. Or don't give it to me like when I'm at lunch. There was one time I had a shower when, like, I was at lunch and somebody gave me some random shower. Well, so and so didn't do it, so you're gonna do it. Hold on, wait a minute. What the hell you mean I'm gonna do it?
That reminds me of my first time being a CNA. I was still doing the clinicals part,
Yeah.
and one of the older CNAs, I don't know, I guess she got something stuck up her tail, and she just wasn't in a good mood. So instead of teaching me and like going through a shower with me,
Yeah.
this old man, nobody told me his way of doing showers, but he was cool. He was real sweet to me. He was all excited for a shower. I get him in the shower.
Uh-oh.
This old man, I'm washing the bottom half of him.
Yeah.
He grabs me by my hair and tries to forcefully put my head down in between his legs.
What the fuck?
And the CNA is watching this, not helping me at all. She's like, you gotta figure out how to get out. I just could not fathom that she was just watching it. So I just looked at him and I was like, all right, well, this is gonna be my last day because you don't let go of my head, I'm gonna punch you square right in your dick. So let go. He ends up letting go, and she looks at me and just starts laughing. She says, yeah, he's our resident. You always give him Skittles before you put him in the shower or he acts out. I
Well,
was
that would
like,
have been nice to know.
why didn't you tell me that at the beginning? She's like,
Right.
you're a new CNA, you gotta learn. And from then on out, I didn't trust none of those older CNAs. Like, nah, I'll figure it out on my own.
And not to complain or anything like that, but if we're gonna have shortages, at least give us more pay. If you give us less pay, give us more people. But I think CNA should automatically have like 27, $28 an hour.
That's honestly why I let my CNA license go. I used to be a CNA for the longest time, but then when I started having kids, and so I just let it go
Yeah.
because the job I have now, which I've been there for 11 years,
Yeah,
Pays more than a CNA job, and I don't have a certificate.
it does. It really does. She ain't lying. I seen her checks. Like, that's crazy, man. And you would think a person that's flipping bodies, wiping butt, and taking care of somebody's mother, grandmother, dad, pops would get paid more than a person working at Kentucky Fried Chicken or Burger King or
Hmm.
McDonald's.
Yeah, because a lot of retail are making more or the exact same as our CNAs here.
The CNAs do way, way too much to get paid so low. Like, a life of a CNA is difficult. And them three shifts, morning,
Mhm.
afternoon, and midnight, whew.
I just seen a post on Facebook talking about hiring, and someone said that the CNA was getting paid like 15 an hour, and I was
Now,
like, there is no way.
that's robbery. Come on now. You could do way better. $15 an hour? Man, they tripping. They tripping.
And don't get it twisted. My job, well, my job does pay decent for being a nonprofit job,
Really.
but I think me and my coworkers and all will agree that we do deserve a higher rate
You guys do. You really do.
because what we do, is damn near CNA work just without the title. But like I said, we get paid more than the CNAs, and that just don't make sense to me.
It breaks my heart to figure out why. Like, I think one day I went to my administrator one day and I asked, hey, can I get a little more money for the work I'm doing? And she looked me square in my face with a straight face and said, well, get a higher education. Like, I'm like, no, the fuck, she didn't just say that to me. Like, can you hear me? Can you hear now? Can you hear? Still can't hear anything?
You hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Okay, there we go. Sorry, we had a little difficulties there. But yeah, I mean, we yeah. So she told me I had to get a better education. I'm like, no, she didn't just say that to me. And I'm trying to figure out, like, I work here every day. I do the best I can, and that's one of the biggest things. Like, CNAs don't get the respect, that we deserve. Yeah, you got the nurses. Yeah, you got the people that come in and take care of the residents, but we there every day. Our job is important. What we do is important.
We do the grunt work.
We do the work that nobody else ain't gonna do or don't want to do for the matter of fact, certain nurses and
Hmm.
there's a lot of nurses that will help CNAs, but the majority ain't gonna lift a
Hmm.
finger.
And let's be honest, we're doing the job that you won't do either. Because y'all brought them to us for a reason. You didn't keep them at home to take care of them.
Yeah, the families, hey, they sometimes they come up there. Now there's a family that will help rarely, but some families just be complaining all the time. Like, at least
Hmm.
help us out. Get your mama some water, at least.
The ones that's complaining, I realize, is usually the ones that don't come
Right.
or the ones that are kind of looking at the clock waiting so they can get that will.
And
I don't really ever see the loving, caring family complain about how we're
that's
doing anything.
that's fucked up. I had a family. I recently had a family. I used to work at this place before I moved here to Indiana. One of my favorite residents was passing away. He was on hospice, and that was a great guy. I used to get him up all the time. We used to joke. He used to always like to talk about women, 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 women. You know, and we used to talk about him. Like, yeah, man, he's down there with a big butt. He used to always tell me that, and I'm like, yeah, man. And he like and his favorite thing was cherry pop, man. Pepsi, he loved it. Like,
Hmm.
man. And I used to get it for him. Hell, even if he had the money, I still would try to get it for him. Like, hey man, I got like, he used to love them cherry Pepsis, man. Um, but the family just came out of blue. I'm like, who the hell's all these people? Oh, this the family. I said, okay. And they first thing they asked, how my daddy doing? What he doing? How y'all taking care of him? And he's stinking, this and that. And well, I just got here, and you know, we're gonna do our best. Like it was like 6 months before my shift. I'm like, whoa. So that's how you know they're here for something. Because I never seen these people, and I worked there for at least 4 years, and I have never seen his family in my life. And like to piggyback what you just said, they just came for the will. And when they found out that his will didn't have them in it, you stop seeing them.
Yep.
You know, and that's one of the saddest things that you see. That and when the holidays come,
Yep.
the holidays, families don't show up sometimes. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all go out there and y'all go spend time with y'all family in the nursing homes. Go see them. They need y'all. Go say hi. Take them out to eat. See them.
Even if they have dementia and don't remember you,
Still,
still.
still try. Still try. Yeah, yeah. That's important. Still try to go out there and really show your love for them because it's not. They're not gonna be here forever, and you're gonna be kicking yourself in the ass trying to be like, why didn't I go see them earlier? Why didn't I do more? This is your opportunity, and seeing your face can really change the condition. Sometimes I've seen it happen. You know,
In one of my first years, was a wake up call for me for those just because I didn't realize how many people didn't go see their loved ones.
right.
But I had Miss Rose. Uh, she was dying.
Mm.
Never seen anybody. And a lot of the CNAs didn't really want to go in there. Just one, she's dying, and two, she had a colostomy bag. And
Whew, I know how those
anybody
go.
anybody that's been around a colostomy bag knows those bad boys are rough. But she used to scream out for her daddy
Right.
all the time.
Yeah.
Daddy, can I come home? Daddy, can I come home? And
Mm.
one night I was working a double and it was my like the third shift.
Yeah.
And I finally went in there. Well, I've been in there, but I finally decided that I was going to go in there and lay with her. And I laid in there and I played with her hair. And when she asked for daddy if she could go home, I told her she could. And she died right then in my arms. I just held her and let her go.
That's incredible.
But it was sad because it took us like 3 days to find a family for Miss
Three
Rose's stuff to go to.
3 days.
Nobody came, nobody called, nobody checked on her, nothing. And I thought it was just, maybe all she had was her dad since that's who she kept calling out for.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, she had a whole family. And we had to finally call next again to come get her belongings. And they came and told us we could throw them away or donate them to another family. They didn't even take her stuff.
That's sad. That's
And
really sad.
what really bothered me was that work gave me time off because I laid with her and I was basically the family that should have been there. I was there and I let her pass. And it really messed me up there for a minute. But I realized, that's part of the job. I got to get up and I got to keep going. And I got to be there for the next Rose. And I've been there for a lot of hospice.
Guys, when I tell you she loved her residents, her patients, her clients, she loved them, man. She really dedicates herself to her people.
I do. I do.
I
I
seen
do.
it. I seen it up close and personal. So she
My heart tends to be my double sword. Sometimes it's really good, and then sometimes it backfires on me.
now and that's when you need a friend. A friend to pick you up, a friend to be there for you, a friend that got, to get have your back. And that's our next topic, really. Friends. I mean, friends is somebody that you can use during these tough times. And what really is a friend, really? Like, what's your
Hmm.
definition of friend? Is it
For me, my friendships definitely look different than yours. M-
True.
My friendships are people that I know are going to be there, or I know I can just call. Like, most of my friends are, we don't see each other every day. We don't even talk every day, but I do know they're there. I do, and they know that if they need me, I'm going to be there. Just, I know they are going to be there. Like, we went to that wedding,
Yeah.
and me and her have been best friends since before kindergarten. We was neighbors and grew up together, was inseparable, and then life drifted us away. Her mom got a job in Kentucky, and we didn't see each other until they moved back home. And then we just really didn't connect, but we always talked. And that wedding, she was like, "Hey, I want you at my wedding." I went.
Yeah.
It wasn't like a.
That was the worst wedding I've ever been to. Not to, be rude or kind of mean, but I'm a very blunt person, but it was a weird wedding, kind of.
It's weird to him. It's normal to me. That's well, if you guys haven't figured out, he is black and I am white, and that's more of the countryside wedding. I thought it was a beautiful wedding,
I'm from the city,
and he's a city slicker, and I'm a country girl.
slicker.
And I thought it was a beautiful wedding out in the
It was
open.
hot as hell. I'm like, what is going on? My neck burning.
He does
I,
not like to be outside.
I don't like being outside, and maybe because I've seen too many movies or something like that. But and I know every wedding not gonna be at a church. It'll probably be in my beautiful backyard. It'll probably be on some beautiful beach, some hilltop. I don't know, somewhere nice. Or I thought honestly it'd be in a barnyard, to be honest. But it was no signal as usual.
It was at a gun range.
No no food. I mean, they
No,
probably had food, but it was disgusting.
you don't know that.
I do know that. I
You
think I saw one of
know,
the things moving.
oh, whatever. You are just picky.
I was like, what
You're
in the
just
world is
picky, and
going
you didn't
on
even.
here?
We had to leave to get our kids before that, so it was a beautiful wedding.
Now, I'm not against weed or anything. I mean, I grew up around people that smoked it all the time. But, watching a wedding and groom, it's a wedding and groom, no.
Yes,
The bride and groom just sitting by a tree, smoking them trees, and kind of just kicking it.
it was
I'm like,
poetic.
the fuck? Where's the I guess to everybody each their own, each their own, but I'm like, I mean, I thought it would be like I said, I think I watched too many movies, but where is the
Yes, you have.
caravan? Where is the fairware?
Not all of us are rich, fancy people.
You ain't gotta be rich, go to a splash park, go anywhere. I mean, shit, go
You gotta
home.
pay. You gotta pay for all that. This was a beautiful gun range
Go home.
that her family owned, and she got married. Yes, she smoked weed, but she doesn't eat like that.
So we get drunk. I like that
Exactly.
song.
Snoop and Wiz would have loved to have been there.
Yeah, but a little more class. That's all. A little class, little class. But not everybody class. But like she was saying, for her friendship, it's not about being talkative all the time, every day, all day, every weekend, whatever. It's like every couple of years, every couple of months.
Well, I mean, and I know a lot of people are changing the way of their friendships. I seen it on a reel, and it made me laugh because this is kind of how two of my friends are with me.
Right.
We don't talk every day, but we send reels, and that's kind of like our new love language. Hey, girl, I'm thinking of you. This is a reel for you. I send you reels all the time, just like you send me reels all the time.
Yeah, but she be taking my reels. I be sending her reels, and
Excuse me, that's you.
she be sending the
Don't
same.
do
No,
that.
no,
No,
no. She
no.
be sending the same reels. I be sending her.
No, 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 sir. Check our messages because I'm the one that sends it and is like, I sent this to you.
Now
So,
some of those
so
are
don't
true.
do that.
But yeah, I mean, she right. Now me, friends is somebody who check in on you, and that's okay. It don't have to be for me. It don't have to be every day, but every other day or every other weekend or so. I don't like the long period stretch. you know, and I get shit happens. You can be in a fucking coma. You can be on a stranded island. You can be broke with no cell phone connection. I've been,
You
I've been.
go extreme.
I mean, sometimes it be like that, but I mean, but having a friend you can talk to, and like I said, it don't gotta be every day, all day, every second, all second, but every couple of days, every weekend, or every other month or so. I mean, hey, what up, dog? You still alive, nigga? Yeah, I'm still alive, dog. What's up with you? Nothing much, just chilling, you know. And me and my friends, we call each other. Hey, sometimes we just call to talk shit. The fuck you doing? Fuck you, bitch. We go back and forth. That's how I grew up with them.
Very loudly too.
Yeah, man, when we get into it, and that's my friends. We always been like that, and I got a lot of great friends. I got a lot of guy fan friends, and they always been my day ones, and they know who they are. And most of my friends, some of them are girls, and they're pretty cool. My best friend though, she's incredible. She always give me great advice. She let me know when I'm wrong, when I'm right. She always been that friend that's been there for me.
She is pretty amazing.
Yeah, she met and she knows. I mean, they kind of almost live the same life a little bit. Just two different states. Uh, but yeah,
Not
I
for
mean,
long.
yeah, a little hint for you guys, but that we'll say that when it happens. But yeah, you know, I talk to all my friends every other day, every other weekend or so, just to check in. I think that's what friendship is all about, really being there for your friends, especially when they need you. And you never know, that one call, that one text, that one "Hey, how you doing?" can change their whole day, really. You know, or make them laugh. I say dumb shit all the time, so I know my friends be cracking up.
I mean, that part I do agree with.
Being there for someone, especially in this day and age with anxiety, depression,
Any mental illness.
anything that's like serious, like you just said, mental, that can mess with your mind. It can really help you, like to kind of bring you back to reality. Reality, like, hey, some people actually do give a fuck. Some people care about me. Some people want to see me smile, want to see me do better, want to see me achieve something. That's one thing I love to see my friends succeed. Graduations, births, babies, um, getting married. Um, One of my friends getting married in August, so I can't wait to see that wedding.
Just know it better be fancy, or we'll be back on this podcast and I'll be talking about
Well, I mean,
it.
it ain't gotta be fancy, fancy. I just wanted to be a normal wedding thing that I pictured in my mind. But maybe I'm just a little too much sometimes, I guess maybe. But yeah, I mean, she right. I'll be doing the same thing, but but not too critical. I do like seeing my friends. I like to check in on them, man. You never, like I said, you never know what no one is going through in their life. They could have lost a grandpa, a brother, a son, a daughter, anything, and just checking in on a friend, it could mean a whole lot to them.
I agree. I just, I tend to say they're still my friend, even though it's been a little longer than what you normally would say is okay.
But so long though, like do I know you? I mean, what happened to you, bro? I mean,
Well, I understand, everybody's got their own lives. Everybody gets wrapped up in their lives.
that's true, that's true. But at least let me know, like, yo, I'm going
Yeah.
MIA for a while, dog.
Not everybody can think of that. Sometimes it just happens so quick.
That's true too. You never know what people's lives, happen. I mean,
And talking about mental, I know pretty well because, I mean, right now I'm in the thick of it of postpartum, you know. So I kind of know what when life happens, it happens.
shit happens.
But I'm still going to be there for my friends unless they do me wrong. And then that's when, I finally have to cut ties, which Thankfully, I had you
And
because
so
I had to do that
yeah,
last
yeah. Talk
year.
about that. It's this thing going around where like girl trips.
Oh
If you
Lord.
know about girls trips, how it go. Y'all go a girl trip and
You
nobody
find out
friends.
you find out who your true friends are.
You really do, man. And I ain't gonna never forget it. She went to this girls trip. I mean, you want to tell them you went to this girl trip, Tennessee, I think.
Yes. I went to Nashville, Tennessee.
Yeah, she did.
My main goal, I ain't gonna lie, was to see Snoop and Dre's bar. It was the opening. I got to be there. I waited over 2 hours for it.
We seen the advertisement. I looked online. I made sure they were showing up and everything.
And I was so disappointed when Dre and Snoop wasn't there. It was just a damn DJ.
I was too, and
I was heartbroken.
maybe because of the storm. Maybe
I don't know.
it was a horrible storm.
But we stood in that line for over 2 hours. But yeah, so me and my girlfriends, there was three of them, went. And like we had previously said, I was a single mom.
Yeah,
Um, and well, my brain works differently than most, I guess.
right,
And it was storming, and it was a tornado. I am terrified of things that I cannot control.
right.
That is one of my biggest things. And well, tornadoes, I can't control that, and I can't control whether or not my kids are okay. And the way my brain works, if I die, my kids go to somebody that hurt them
Right.
and would not take care of them. And it terrifies me. So, of course, mental starts to kick in and my anxiety kicks in.
Yep.
Um, Thankfully, I was on the phone with my mom at first, so I got to see my kids, and then I was on the phone with Kamar, and he, obviously tried to calm me down. But two of the girls, wanted to basically talk shit and was like, "You're being selfish. This is stupid. We need to go out." And they was wanting to go out and go sightseeing and go to the bar, and it's pouring down rain, and the fucking tornado alarm went off. So like the tornado was coming, and I knew that. They was like, "We'll be fine." It will. I'm not fine because I was a little nervous about that and didn't know what to do. And only one of my friends out of the bunch was, like, okay, cool. We'll just sit here, ride this storm out. They told us to go down to Coyote Ugly. I was cool with that. Like that was in
Right.
the basement. But they, wanted to act like I was being selfish and all this. So I tried to explain to them my mindset. And I told one of them that was married, but she had a child previous. And I tried to explain to her, I was like, listen, if you die, your daughter is not adopted by such and such. So if you die, that daughter goes to her father. Are you okay with that? Are you convinced that this man will be able to take it? And she took it as I was talking about her child. And I was like, I'm not talking about your kid. I'm trying to get you to understand it from my point of view.
Right.
And she didn't like that. And we stopped being friends right then and there. And she talked shit. She didn't want to be around me, blah, 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 whatever. And well, my one that was my best friend the longest
Right.
decided to be friends with her. And just to make matters funnier, they didn't like each other to begin with because they slept with the same man.
Ooh.
One had a kid with the man, the other one just likes to fuck around with him. And he wanted to be in a relationship with her, blah, blah, blah. They even had this beef because one slept with him while the other one was with him. So, all nasty like. But I had told him before we went on this trip, I don't want no drama. Try to get along. I think both of you'd actually like each other. Well, come to find out, they actually like each other. And they have more in common than they realize.
How it go? My enemy, with my enemies, my friend enemy is my enemy, or something like that. Something like that.
But yeah. So they ended up, being buddies. And, you know, when we got back, they just talked shit and acted like they was besties and all that good shit. So I was like, all right, well, fuck both of you and have a nice day.
Yeah, when she hot, man, yeah, got her way.
But both of them
Oh,
failed to realize, who I was, and that's fine with me.
hey, it's funny. As a mother, I would think they would all feel the same way, kind of, because you never know what could happen.
Well, the funniest part for me was one, they didn't like each other to begin with, and to make it seem like they're, besties from way back when. And then the one that was supposed to be, my best friend since we was in way before,
Right.
you know,
Back in the day,
I'm her kids' godmom.
all
Well,
that.
was, you know, pretty
Right.
sure she took that title away but now, but I was the kids' godmom.
Right.
I was there, with the death of her son. I was there for everything and anything. I'm the one that showed up to those kids' graduations. I'm the one that showed up to the doctor's appointments, all that shit with her. But she was quick to write me off, so it was quick for me to realize that our friendship was only one sided anyway.
And that's the worst. To find out. I don't think I ever had a situation nowhere near that, and that's unfortunate that that happened to you because I know how much you really care about people and how much you'll do anything for anyone. She has a really big heart, guys. She really does, and over the years to come, you guys gonna get to know her a lot better. Um, and that's where it comes down to. And she mentioned that friends play a specific role. They help you with your life, with your kids, the things of grieving, and relationships. And relationships is something that is unpredictable, really. Relationships can be struggling. It could be a powerhouse. It can be something you take advantage of someone else. I mean, relationships are supposed to be beautiful, supposed to be full of love, communication, trust, loyalty. And when you break trust, when you break loyalty, when you break somebody's heart, it's over after that. You know, I've been in a couple relationships in my life, and they all been different in different ways. Some I ain't gonna lie, some I was just young and dumb. Hey, and I didn't like the clinginess. I don't know if I like clingy girls like that back in those days. It was really not for me, especially when somebody called me over 50 times. That's like that's pretty crazy. Yeah, I don't think I still like that to this day now. But
If I call you over 50 times and you don't answer, you're going to see crazy.
but yeah, relationships is supposed to be beautiful, and I think that's one of the biggest things that we nowadays in this generation in this lifetime, and I think that's for every generation, but this one specifically because we got more of these cameras, we got more social media topics. Back in the day, we had like MySpace, that one dude that kept sending messages, or you know,
The creator.
you know, all that weird stuff, just weird things that they had back in those times, and different colors and sparkles, and but back then it was more of a hey, how you doing kind of thing. Now it's straight to the point nowadays.
Mhm.
Is it you gonna be with me or you not gonna be with me? Are you gonna pay for the lobster? Or are you gonna or are you broke? Like, why are you taking me to Cheesecake Factory? Why are you taking me to McDonald's? I don't eat this. And I gotta say, what's wrong with Buffalo Wild Wings and Applebee's and all that? I mean, they got some okay food. It ain't the best, but it's okay. I mean, they won't go to these restaurants that I never even thought of my whole life. And I don't like going to certain. Hell, I don't like eating out anyway. But
I'm a different breed anyway. First date, I don't think you should be going out to eat no way.
yeah,
First
you're right.
date, I think you should be, somewhere where you can actually talk, get to know that person, see if you even want to, try a relationship or try to get to know them.
You're right. And every
Instead
relation,
of me going out and one out like when people watch me eat anyway. But, as a man, I don't think a man should be like, oh, all right, let me take her out to eat. Then he's going to be obligated to pay a meal.
Same thing with women. She not obligated, fellas. Women are not obligated to give it to us. And y'all know what I'm talking about. That yum yum, that cat, that that cookie, whatever you want to call it.
Just because you buy her a lobster.
Oh no, if I'm on a lobster, it's going down. It's going down tonight. It's going down tonight. Somebody can't fuck tonight. What's that song? Can't fuck tonight. That's that shit. But yeah, I mean, but all jokes aside, I mean, relationships is when you show up for that person. Relationship is when a rubber need to meet the road. I know I can count on you. That whatever happens, you my day one, you my ride or die. If I'm robbing a bank, hey, you robbing a bank with me. If we fighting, I'm fighting with you. If if you wrong, I'll be wrong with you. So, I think you should always double down with your partner, but it's also important to
Oh yeah,
understand that um, not every relationship is perfect. You know,
definitely not.
it's gonna be some tough times and hard times, and no matter what anybody think of your relationship, they not in your relationship. People gonna always talk they talk. In-laws gonna talk that talk. Your friends gonna talk that talk. But and I think sometimes that's part of the reason why people break up most of the time because they let their friends or family interfere in their
Mm.
relationships. Really.
Yeah, speaking of that, that's one of our trends that we was actually looking at is the consulting the group chat.
Yeah.
Like, why should you run and talk to your friends about, or, your family about your relationship?
Right.
It's your relationship. You should
It
talk to
is.
your partner.
Right.
If you guys are having issues, talk it out amongst each other. That communication is going to be, well, is, the number one thing is communication. If you don't have communication, what's the point of being in that relationship? Because talking to other folks is just going to stir the pot, I guess you could
More
say.
important, they don't know your man. They don't know your woman. So how can they give you any advice on a person that you with? I mean, they're gonna know certain things about the person since you like telling them, like, oh, Gerald got a fat hairy finger, or Jerome let a dick in his belly button, or Carissa wear the same pennies over and over again. Like it's
It's only one sided. It's what you tell them.
right.
So they don't know that you knocked him upside his head and he, pushed you into a wall, that type of stuff. But
And don't get me wrong, like there is some violent mofos out there, and if you're in a violent relationship, please speak up. Please say something.
please get out.
Yes, get the fuck out, because that's not a good environment to be in. And I think that your partner should protect you and love you, not beat on you and hurt you. You know, um, looking at someone in a different light, because looking at somebody in a different light is something that's special. It could be something that's adoring about them or something, hey, that you hate about the person. But not every relationship is built equal. You want to be able to understand your partner. You want to be able to tell your partner pretty much anything. You
You
should be able to
should.
tell them anything. There is no secrets in relationships. There is no secrets. The phones should always be up and open. The phones getting out of hand nowadays. I mean, really, it's really got out of
It really
hand.
is.
The secret phones, the secret tablets, the laptops. I mean, sometimes now we guys, I know how we are. I'm a guy. I know we stupid. Okay, we already know it. We'll leave it open. Like I mean, the messengers be open, the texting and all that. Like, and the women, they smart, man. They'll figure it out. They're not dumb. You know, um, but no one should ever be cheated on. That's something
Mm-mm.
that now, if you're gonna cheat, you might as well just be single. Come on now. Like, be single. Be proud of your singleness, Stan.
Right.
Like, hey man, I'm rocking out with my cacao. I'm just gonna do me. Okay, I'm just gonna do me, and don't break. Don't just break some girl heart just because you just trying to get your rocks off. Now,
Or you ladies. Cause I'll be watching y'all. You guys be trifling out there.
They do, man. They
Uh,
be hurting.
That's why I'm so blessed to have him. He has my password. I have his. You know, the only reason we have it is for work, or we wouldn't even have a code on our phones.
Yeah, people be trying to get into people's phones nowadays. That's a different discussion for a different day. But
Right.
yeah, I mean, there is no secrets when you with somebody. You should always be open and honest with the person. And sometimes it's hard. It is hard. You do want to tell them, hey, this happened and that happened, but it's all about the first step. Hey, today at work, Jennifer, blah blah blah. She tried to talk to me, holla at me. I shut her down quick. You gotta be careful what you say. It's not what you say; it's how you say it.
Mhm.
So, and same thing with text. That's why I like to call on the phone more than I like to text because sometimes people can get the wrong kind of idea. You
Yes.
know,
Or take it a different way than you intended.
now I'd rather talk on phones than text people. Now, if I'm in class or if I'm like
Right.
working on a project or something, then yeah, I'll send a couple of texts. But phone calls are usually like kind of the way to go. Um, but just be honest with your partner, guys. Be honest. Be open to sharing your thoughts because sometimes I feel like us as men, we don't share how we feel, and that's one of the things where we confuse the woman, or sometimes we don't, you know, share our true thoughts on how we actually feel about the individual.
I agree. But ladies, when they do open up and they do share those, make sure you're listening and not just running your mouth. Because I know a lot of ladies will listen to some of it and go far left on what he's even trying to tell you.
Yeah.
I've been guilty of that myself in the past. But
Yeah.
eh, one thing I've realized toxic, when you're toxic, it's hard to come out of. And then, especially moving from a toxic relationship to a healthy one is a lot harder than people think it is.
Yeah, I mean, if you're used to like fighting and basically fighting for your life every day, I mean, it's kind of hard to kind of get out that kind of routine until you meet somebody that's like, oh, it's kind of, he ain't trying to fight me or argue with me or beat my ass or something. He really trying to talk to me.
That was the hardest thing about for me. I'll talk about my relationship on a different one,
Yeah,
but
we got plenty of days to get into
but
all
from
that.
going from that to when we have a disagreement, you
Yeah.
don't want to raise your voice. You just want to talk to me,
Yep.
and that was my hardest thing because I was ready to, you know,
No, if you book. No, no,
basically.
no go, no go, no. If you book.
All right, here we go. This is it. Our first argument. This is how it's about to go down. And
It's about to go down.
he was all, let's just talk. And I'm like, huh?
The fuck?
You all right? Like, you're not mad? Really? Well, I'm mad, so get mad with me. And he was just
Show
like,
me get all juiced up.
he's just like, no, just talk to me.
And I think and I learned that it took me a while to learn that myself, like calmly talking to someone, not just raging out because man. And one thing, I'm not perfect, I ain't gonna lie. I got a very toxic mouth, like venom. Like I'll say things and make you
Whew.
cry, hurt you, break you in pieces, and that's not a good trait to have, but that's one of my defense mechanisms that I use to help myself not feel small, I guess. 'Cause as a man, we try to protect our pride, we try to protect our heart, and fellas, being nice to your lady sometimes or small gestures can really go far. Hey, baby, you look pretty
Yes, they
today.
do.
Um, damn, that ass is dragging. Um,
Maybe not that one.
His shoes look nice. "Hey, you did that for me. Hey, I appreciate that. Thank you. You always know what to say. You always know what to do. It's always good to do something like that. Don't go up and down like a roller coaster because that builds toxicity in your relationship. You know, fighting and arguing, and then being nice, then being calm, then being collected. You know, I used to be a hothead myself when I was younger. But I calmly learned to tell myself, hey, you know, let's look at it from a different angle, a different way. Think differently. You know, not you're not gonna always be right. That's another thing about myself. Like, you know, I know I'm not perfect, you know, but sometimes in my head I'm thinking I'm just this I think I'm the shit, you know. And I think everybody should have that kind of confidence.
He's got a confidence out this world.
Yeah, my head can't fit nowhere.
I got the knuck if you buck attitude, and then when you came out, I was like, oh, okay, we can talk. Then I found out my other flaw. I shut down.
Yeah, I mean, we all got our quirks, and sometimes, sometimes people like being left alone. You know,
That
when they
too.
upset, or some people like to be comfort when they upset, and you just gotta figure out which one are you and which one is your partner,
And
and
it's okay if you're both.
find out her love language or find out his. Like, is it praise? Is it gifts? Is it you
Touch.
know food, touch? You know, is she a freak link? You know, I like that. You know, I like that.
Okay.
You know, oh yeah,
Those
but
definitely wasn't all the love languages, but you get the gist.
no, I know freak link up there. They can't tell me no different. You know, I know. You know, I know this. You know, I'm not telling
Clearly
them.
he doesn't, but it's okay. We'll let him go with it.
I see that. And I just want to do a little shout out to my little sister. She basically had her baby, my niece, a couple of days after my son was born. 5 days, I think, right?
Yes.
And you know what's funny? This woman over here gonna tell me some out of pocket shit. You want to tell them what you told me?
Well, as you can already pick up on Kamar's personality, Kamar be saying some of the most off the wall stuff that make you just hold your mouth open.
Oh yeah.
Exactly. So I finally got to get him back after the million times that he's done it to me. I finally got him. We was driving and I got to tell him that I was like, just think about it. When you was breaking my back, your sister was getting her back broke.
Yo, yo, that's crazy.
I thought he was gonna pull over.
That's some wild shit. Like, what kind of shit is that? Like, picturing that kind of image. Like, come on, no, man, that's wrong.
Oh, I
But
loved every bit of it.
I bet you did.
I sure did.
But stuff like that, like you can joke with your partner, you can talk to them, you can just say some wild shit. I say wild shit. I always been that kind of guy, and you guys gonna get to know me more over the next couple of years as well as we're doing this podcast. And I think we're gonna play a little game. I'll play a little game, and then we're gonna shut it. We're gonna end it, on a high note with our little quirks of the week. Things we kind of don't like about what happened during the week.
Oh boy.
But yeah, let's get into this game, man. Uh, we're gonna play a little edition of Would You Rather, and I kind of say I'm looking forward to this.
You want to start or me?
I shall always believe ladies should go first.
Hmm. Put me on the spot. All right. Would you rather swim in the ocean or actually, would you rather swim in the ocean and look for sharks or go swim with the dolphins?
The obvious answer is dolphins, but you'll never see me in no damn water like
I know.
that. Because I'm black and I can't swim. I'm a good swimmer. It's just I'm not.
Who's a fish?
I could swim if I really have to, like to get out of some shit. But no, you ain't gonna see me with some fucking fish. I don't care which one it is, mammals, whatever.
I can hear the
Uh,
kids listening to Dory, so made me think of the fish.
I love Finding Nemo. Um, yeah. So, would you rather lose one titty or an ass cheek?
Hmm.
I mean, can you really walk around one tit or one ass cheek? I mean,
Well, I mean, you can stuff your bra,
stuff.
or you got the fake butt underwear, so I mean, uh,
Look at her looking down. You guys can't see, but she's looking at her titties like,
I don't
do
know.
I really want to lose one of my tits?
Probably my tit, because if I sit down, my butt's gonna make me off and I'll fall over.
That's true. That's true.
But I think our son will be quite pissed off. We
True.
had one.
True. That boy love milk.
Okay. Would you rather? Hmm, would you rather lose both your arms or both your legs?
I think I heard this on a podcast before on Nightcap.
You hush your mouth, because I did.
Shout out to Nightcap. That's one of my favorite podcasts, man. Love Ocho and Unc and Joe, one of
We
what the
watch it every
boys
day.
doing over there. Uh, but yeah, shit. I think I might. Ah, damn, I need my hands. Fuck yeah, I need my hands. I can't do all the things I like to do.
So you're gonna make me wheel you around.
Hell yeah, shit. I mean, they got prosthetic legs and shit, and if she hold me, I hold her, and
Oh, you can
we,
be like Cat William and poor little Tink Tink.
man. Well, as long as I still got the bottom half that matter, I'm pretty much good. I'm straight. But knock on wood that don't happen.
I work harder.
But yeah. So I mean, would you rather be on an abandoned island with no signal or nothing? All you got is a vibrator and a toothbrush, and that one half of sandwich you was gonna eat for lunch, or or would you rather be stuck in a spaceship with nothing but fucking Jello and the same song on record, and the song you don't even like? Like I'm talking about some stupid opera shit, some lady singing in the background.
You should already know this answer.
Enlighten me.
Well, it's gonna be the island, because I'm scared of heights and I don't like to be in closed spaces.
Yeah, she hate being closed spaces, but I kind of want to see where she was gonna go with that because the
Nope,
island
nope,
can make you
nope.
crazy.
I'm already there, but nope.
Should be talking to fucking coconuts and everything.
Well, I mean, Tom Hanks did it. I can do it.
Yeah, that's true. And we're gonna close it out with a little bit of one of our quirks here of the week. My quirk of the week. I mean, really, it was actually just trying to get rid, just kind of ending for this. Oh, actually, you know what? My fucking car, man. Like my car, my damn alternator. It's hard to find really good mechanics around here. Really, people you can trust. Cause somebody trying to charge me an arm and a leg for just to get my
Mm-hmm.
alternator done, and I had to like really dig for people to actually help me with my car. I mean, it was fucking stupid how hard it is to find a good mechanic. How hard it is for the prices around here in Indiana. If you from Indiana, I mean, if you got some suggestions, you holler at your boy. Let me know if you guys know any good mechanics that you can, you know, get your car fixed for a good price. I mean, because it's ridiculous around here, and it's ridiculous. I can't stand it.
Mine would be not getting paid. Well, I'm on maternity leave, you know,
Yeah.
and supposed to get paid every week. You know how they do that, but for some reason this week they did not. And when I called, they was like, "Oh my God, your name wasn't on the list. I'm so sorry. We'll fix it." And now I'm being told that I can't get it fixed until after Tuesday because everything's closed. Go figure.
Ooh,
So that
that
that was
fucking sucks.
that was my anger for this week.
Our stuff go hand in hand, man. We like ordinary people, just like you guys, living a dream, living a struggle, trying to make it till we, fake it till we make it, kind of thing.
Yep.
But we got each other, and that's why we all. That's our thing is, show up for the, show up for the fun, and stay with each other.
Amen.
And this has been fun. I mean, I had a blast. Really
I was nervous, but I did too.
had some good conversation, had some laughs. Got You guys got to know who we was, who we are, kind of past, present. We got a lot more stories to come. We got a lot more giggles and fun and games, and soon enough, when you guys start like tuning in and sending us questions, we can answer some of you guys' relationship questions, or hell, even questions about work, or even about us.
Or give us those dirty little secrets.
Hey, she loves some secrets. I love me
I
some
do.
drama. I love drama. I love me some drama.
As long as we're not in it, we love it.
Hey. She ain't lying. I'm with you when you're right. I'm with you when you're right.
I know.
So follow us on the TikToks and the
TikTok.
Instagrams, right? Facebook. What's the other one? YouTube. Anywhere you get your
Yep.
podcast from.
Yep.
This has been Kicking It with K and K. See, I got it right that time because a couple of times in the beginning I kept fucking up. But yeah, it's been a pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you. And our email is
Yeah, our email is we got it written down somewhere, so forgive us for a little bit of this. We try and get this right. So if you guys want to send us questions or any secrets or drama, we want to make sure we give you guys the right tag.
KK Podcast 595 at gmail.com.
That's right. And we'll post, like we said, Instagram, TikToks, Facebooks, YouTubes, uh, whatever you get your podcast from. We'll post that in our show notes or description. And peace.
Bye.